So obviously, if God exists, that means Satan also exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, man, have you witnessed anything satanic in your past life, or maybe have heard stories of that kind of solidifies?
I think I've definitely felt demons around me. You know, I go to a lot of these events and these parties and stuff like that, and I'm around a lot of these elite people. Sometimes I can't stray away from it. Like last night at the UFC, you know, being here in Vegas, being around those people, there's a weird vibe. Something's off around a lot of these people. You know, I don't want to go and start pointing fingers and calling everyone Satanist, but I think it's definitely odd, you know, how you have all these celebrities that seem to pander directly against God and not against any other religion.
Yeah.
They don't attack Islam, they don't attack, you know, Hinduism, but they attack Christianity.
Yeah.
So it's a weird pattern. And then you also see them just doing things that are generally should be accepted in our public. You know, back in the days of celebrities, and you know, you think about like Reagan's time, even not too long ago, celebrities weren't famous for how much they twerked on stage or rapped about, you know, screwing girls and stuff like that. You know, that's our generation now, though. So I think it's very satanic. That doesn't align with Christianity at all.
100%. And when you said like the vibe that you get towards these quote unquote elite people, celebrities, it's kind of like a gut feeling, right?
Yeah, it's a gut feeling, and I think that, you know, something is off about all these people. You know, they just got something weird about them. The one I will say is Trump that does not have that. He is actually very comforting. I don't want to sound like weird, but like he has a very comforting feeling when you're around him. Like you just feel like you're with like a really good guy, just a really stand-up guy. He treats his employees well. He treats his friends well.
Yeah.
Anybody. And he's just a good guy. So.
I love that. So, okay, so you mentioned in the previous podcast as well that there's some celebrities that actually support Trump, but they're not public about it, right?
Yep.
So, and I don't know if we want to mention CB. I mean, should we?
Chris Brown? Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
totally fine. Yeah, that's public. I'm posting that. Especially since he told me to tell Trump, so I'll tell Trump in my audience. But yeah, Chris Brown yesterday at the UFC fight, I was like, man, how do you feel about Trump? He's like, oh, you know, and over, I don't know, I have my feelings, but I couldn't be public about them or whatever. And he's like, but tell Trump I said what's up, though. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
Why is it that they can't be public? Is it because like maybe someone that endorses the other party is funding his sponsorship deals?
Well, there's people that are so powerful, like your George Soroses and stuff like that, and I don't know where you're going to post this, but I hope it doesn't get taken down for me saying that. But they're the people that are just at a certain level of power that once they're exposed or once they're called out publicly, or once someone that they are funding does not agree with their stances, then that person's they're gonna lose their career. I think it kind of works out for some of these older celebrities. If you see like Jon Voight, Dennis Quaid, these guys, they can come out and ultimately support Trump and do stuff like that because they're at the point where they're kind of past their prime. And I don't want to say that in a disrespectful way, but they're not active in Hollywood. They're not doing all that stuff. They're still in movies and stuff like that, but it's more conservative movies, and they're not reliant on all these Hollywood contracts, and they're not warped into the system. But a lot of these people, they have their families on the line, their finances, their careers, all of it. So for them to go out and just speak about something, it's gonna be very, very hard.
Yeah, 100%.
It's even easier with some of these rappers and stuff because their labels aren't as political. But with Hollywood especially, it's like if you're going to get an actor to endorse somebody that's not democratic, it's going to be very, very hard.
By the way, Andrew, when we were talking before the podcast, that was the name, George Soros. So when I was at the Vault event in West Palm Beach, this guy there was like, I know you work for Soros. How much did they pay you? Yeah, so it was interesting because that's why I was at West Palm Beach. I was at the Vault for Patrick Bet-David's event. Mm-hmm. And so I was doing interviews.
The one with Dwayne Johnson that just happened?
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson spoke there at The Rock.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And The Rock's another one. It's totally pro-Trump, but he's having a hard time saying it.
Yeah, that's funny because during the interview, Patrick was trying so hard to try to get him to say, I love Trump, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Patrick's a good dude. I did a dinner with him.
Yeah.
Met with the guy a few times. He's a really good dude. He's funny.
Yeah.